I didn't think it's even.
What?
Oh no, it's straight. My bad.
Oh, it's not even. Does it bother you?
There we go. Well, it's the viewers, I think we're framed up pretty good.
I think we look great.
There you
I did a video not that long ago that was called Roommate's Girlfriend Review. And I didn't even review her. I just asked her a bunch of questions about Dale. So this video, I'm going to review Sean here. I'm going to completely give him a rating and everything.
Review, Yelp review.
Yeah, so we're going to see where exactly you rank. So I'll start off. He's from Australia, but most importantly, tell us about how you don't use your hands when you pee.
I don't use my hands when I pee because I don't want to have to wash my hands. If we're in a place where there's no restroom, which is a lot of the places in LA, I'll just find a tree or a bush and then I'll just pee, no hands.
So, wait, if you go to a urinal...
Oh yeah, if I can go to a restroom, I can wash my hands.
So you use your hands indoors,
yeah,
but pretty much if you're outdoors, you don't.
Yeah. It's what you have to do is undo your belt and drop your dacks and then pull them up so that it pulls up your shit.
Whoa, you drop your boxers.
You drop your boxers. So, you're
So you get out.
And then you pull them up, and it pulls them up.
Doesn't that give you a little cutoff, though? Doesn't that kind of mess with the circulation of...
You got to put them at a certain spot. It can't be right up against your groin because it would cut it off.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a sweet spot,
There's a sweet spot. And then you can just... I'm usually standing there like this, watching out for people. Or I'll be on my phone like that.
It'd be really funny if you were like this.
And then once it's done, you just grab the sides of your boxes there and you just give it a little jiggle. Shake it off, and then you just lift it over and put it back in and do your pants up, dude.
I've peed with no hands before.
Yeah.
But that's just like me. Like when I'm in my bathroom, I pee with no hands, and then I just like do a little dance to shake it off. But that's just because I think it's funny. Like for myself, I'm just by myself. Or like if I'm in the shower, I don't hold it.
Oh no, if you're in the shower, yeah, you're chilling. But I can also drive on the freeway with my knees and pee into a bottle like a trucker.
That's impressive.
Yeah,
because I'm someone who's I lived in a van for 4 years, and peeing in a van definitely a thing. But peeing while driving is gnarly.
It's really weird because obviously when you first do it, you're like, my body's sitting up. It doesn't feel natural. It's really hard.
It gives me anxiety.
Yeah,
it makes it really hard.
Once you've done it that many times, I can just sit there with holding the wheel with my knees and just kind of, watching traffic, foot on the brake, foot on the gas.
Can we tell the story of the boner at work?
Which one? Some kid come into work.
He's a tattoo artist.
Yeah, I work at a tattoo shop tattooing, and this kid come in to get his first tattoo on his ribs here. My coworker did the tattoo, so this kid was laid out on the table, and he was wearing grey sweatpants. And I've glanced over, and I had to do a double take. I was like, "What?" And he had a raging boner.
Is there another slang word in Australia for a boner? Like
a fat?
A fat.
Yeah, you say you cracked a fat.
You cracked a fat, really?
Yeah.
I like that, actually.
And like, it wasn't just like, it was there. Like, he didn't try to like, oh, just give me a second to like tuck it. You know how you tuck it?
Yeah, you do the belt. Like what?
Just grey sweatpants. So there was no forgive.
Like
no
literal,
forgiving.
like you literally could have gone camping in it.
Yeah, and what's worse was when my coworker was tattooing him, his elbow touched the top of it.
Nuh-uh. And it like,
yeah,
did it like wobble and go back to this place?
And then he moved his arm and just...
What did they...
got it done as quickly as possible.
No one addressed it.
Nothing said anything. The kid got up, paid, and left, and he didn't say anything. And then Chris was kind of like, dude, that kid had a boner. I go, he did, didn't he? Because I seen it and I acted like it didn't happen.
I think we should just keep going with this dick theme. I feel like I should ask you some questions, but since this is a review. Give me what you think your worst quality is. I know what your worst quality is.
What is it?
I will tell you after you tell me.
I feel like my worst quality is, as soon as someone crosses me, like once, I just pretend like they don't exist anymore. Like there's no forgive. I'm just like,
You just
not
let it
even
go,
not once.
But you're not bitter, though.
No, I'm not bitter, but I'm
you just let
like,
it go. That doesn't sound like a terrible quality.
What else are my bad qualities? I don't know.
Like the way that you let my thing get stolen today.
That's
not really bad. Well, you know what your worst quality is?
What?
You don't have Brian Cox money.
Brian Cox money, dude.
I'm
about to be Brian Coxed.
You are about to be Brian Cox. I bought some tickets to Brian Cox the other day, and I keep making jokes about how the tickets were expensive, and that it was the first purchase that I've made, like, since I started YouTube, that was, sort of, what is frugal the word? No, frugal is the opposite.
Yeah, it's,
sort of, spontaneous, and maybe even slightly reckless, where, like, I bought tickets for me, my girlfriend, and Sean to go see this guy that I literally was just watching a lot of his interviews on YouTube, and he's just, he talks a lot about black holes.
He's a physicist.
He works on the collider in Sweden or whatever it is, And I just thought it'd be a really interesting show to go to, and I spontaneously bought the tickets.
Yep. He rang me and goes, "Would you be down?" He asked me, "Have you heard of Brian Cox?" I go, "Well, is this like a pro skater or something? Who's this person?"
But yeah, so now I have Brian Cox money.
He's got that Brian Cox money, everybody.
I can just buy tickets to Brian Cox.
Yep.
And that's when you know you made it. Continuing with the dick theme of Brian Cox.
We're trying to talk about, you got to tell me my worst quality. Now I'm thinking what it is. Is it because I feel like I can't do something skating and then I can do it, but I don't know I can do it?
No.
What is it?
Your worst quality is not being able to accept that some things you're just going to be unknown. I'm not going to tell you what your worst quality is.
See? He does this to me.
What do I do?
He's like a
good friend.
You have to solve a riddle, and you're constantly trying to figure it out.
Is that what I do? I make you solve riddles?
Yeah,
I make you more smart and intelligent and well-quipped when it comes to being quipped well?
Yeah. And you made me figure it out. Like, he's a good educator.
That's right.
He's an educator. He leads you. He doesn't tell you. He leads you in the direction of...
I'm a leader.
A leader.
I am a Brian Cox kind of leader. What would you say your best quality is?
I'm very giving.
He's giving, not forgiving. They're very separate. You add the for.
Yeah, I'm very giving and go out of my way to help others.
Do you?
Yeah.
You go out of your way today to help me get my fucking 50 packs back. That's okay.
I feel like that's my best quality. I'm very nice.
He's a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. Why can't I find a woman? He's an incel.
Dude, that's me, man. Sitting at home, online.
Fucking women. Yeah, I do think that you're a very giving person. And not just like things that are... I think it's easy for some people to give physical things like money and stuff like that. But I feel like you can give time, which is something that a lot of people struggle with. Like, he's down to be like... He's the person that you call when you're moving. And be like, hey man, I need some help, and then he'll
help the
totally
boys out. You know,
helps the boys out,
helping out the boys.
So yeah, I agree that is probably one of your top qualities.
Thank you.
And I think it is a good quality too. The fact that like we skateboard together a lot. If you know who this is, you probably know who he is through skateboarding. And he's the kind of person who will be like, hey, I can't do that trick. And then I'll just be like, yeah, you can. And then he just does it.
Yeah.
So you underestimate yourself.
I do. That's one of my worst qualities.
You definitely underestimate yourself, but you always like fully give it when you do give it.
Oh, yeah. Skateboarding is all mental.
It is.
Oh, face.
Sometimes you gotta hold it like a baby. What is your biggest pet peeve? What do you hate the most?
That's a broad question, though.
Okay, let's do it like this. What is your least favorite quality in another person? What is something that a person has that you really can't stand? I hate lazy. Like, lazy really gets under my skin.
Fake?
You're in the wrong fucking state.
Fake? Fake and... Oh my god, she's just snarling at you, just looking at her. Flaky or,
flaky, fake.
Flaky and fake. Yeah. That's the biggest pet peeves I have for others. Get away from me.
So when you say fake, what do you mean by fake? Like two-faced or someone?
Yeah.
A fake person can be someone who's like, just trying really hard to fit in.
I don't hate on that as much, because when I see someone, we call them scene butterflies.
Scene butterflies.
Because they'll go like scene to scene. Like, for example, they'll be like in the motorcycle scene, they'll be like skateboard scene, they'll just float around and try to fit in with the cool people.
Oh, because they float around.
Yeah, they're floaters. They try to fit in. I just see them for what there is. I'm nice to them that, but I'm not like,
I have a good bit of empathy for people like that.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm like, they have no idea who they are and they're trying so hard to feel some sort of validation.
You can look at it that way, yeah.
But there are people who solely go out for validation and they're not looking for necessarily where they belong. Yeah, but they're looking for... like, make me feel good about myself. But a lot of times it's based out of insecurity, and I have empathy for that.
Yeah, but I'm pretty good at spotting when someone isn't, like, legit.
Name some things that you just hate in general.
Traffic, litter, when it rains. Lucky it never rains in California. Yeah. It never rains in Southern California. I love it.
A little rain every now and again.
Yeah, but it's nothing like Sydney. Oh, my God. You know when you're trying to
overthink things?
Overthinking.
You definitely overthink some things.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think, trying to go skate, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can do it because that quarter pipe isn't like, it's not in the best spot, and there's a crack there, and just all those little stuff.
Yeah,
I can't just execute and just do it.
Same with this YouTube channel too.
Yeah, you just like, pa, 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 pa. Here I am thinking of like 1,000 different ways to make a cool video, then I'm like, it's not worth it because I just start to spiral.
Whereas I like to I just kind of get in there and start moving stuff around, and I'm like,
more,
oh, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, now I know that doesn't work.
He's more hands-on. Yeah, I got to look at it that way.
It's way easier. That's why I'll spit out a ton of videos, because once I find a path that starts to work, then I'll continue to go in that direction. I think that's how my other channel is doing so well, is because I experimented. I mean, you were there. I had conversations where I'm like trying to figure out what's going to work and what's not going to work.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy who wants to do a good video out the gate. Like, he wants this video to be good, and he wants to know why it's good before it comes out. Whereas I have no idea.
He's just like, pop, 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 just shooting them off.
Yeah, shoot from the hip, for sure. Yeah, I always shoot from the hip.
Yeah, and just, I guess, unmotivated people. In Australia, we have a term, tall poppy syndrome.
Tall poppy syndrome.
Yeah, so the tallest poppy flower, they cut it. So it's like, if you see anyone doing something that's like different or like out of your level or whatever, they'll like tease you about it and put you down.
Oh, like if you're too good?
No, not even that. Like back in Oz, people would talk shit about me because I had a YouTube channel.
Oh, so if you stand out in any
way. If you stand out,
you hate it when people attack people for just being different.
Yes,
I got this. I have the store for you. It's in malls, and it's called Hot Topic.
And you would... with a butt plug. Yeah. And people that complain about their lives but don't do anything to change it.
That's almost everyone in the world, though, because I think...
You can only procrastinate so much.
Just about everyone feels pretty stuck in the ways, because changing anything, whether it's who you are or what you're trying to do, is such baby steps to actually do it securely that I totally... That's another thing that I empathize with. When someone feels so stuck and they won't move forward, I'm just like, dude, I get it. It's security, like really hard, but just
comfortability, all that shit.
Yeah, because change is usually so slow that you don't see it. It's not until... Oh, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
You can try to make big changes, but I think if you make big changes, it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And whereas if you just are constantly moving in one direction, you don't really have as many setbacks if you're doing like little increments. In my experience, especially when it comes to working with myself, I can't just change who I am, but I can work on time. Yeah, I can work on my flaws.
That's what I'm starting to learn now, is like leveling up as a human in my head.
Yeah,
it's like I can look back and be like, back then I would have chose that. Now I'm not choosing that.
Yeah,
I want to.
What's your favorite quality in another person?
My favorite quality in another person:
subscribers. And willingness to shout you out.
No, it's like it takes one to know one. Like a real person will like see another real person. It's like,
well, I think it's kind of common. Like, it's almost like accepted now to the person that you are at work is not the person that you are with your friends.
Totally. Because you're at work. I'm at work today.
Yeah. Is that what you're like? You could have worked.
Yeah, I'm at work today. I'm gonna go to the restroom to take a rest.
Yeah. He's really bitter about restrooms not being called.
Go to the toilet.
Go
to the toilet.
There's a sink in there too.
Yeah, wash my hands.
But you're not resting, that's for sure. That's a bedroom.
Authentic, motivated people is my shit. I love being around others that are like...
Yeah, motivated people is a big one.
And they have a lust for life, is that what it is?
Yeah, lust for life.
They have that drive for life. They're like stoked. They're like, dude, it's like the energy is there. Like when people are like vibing high, because a high vibe is contagious. I sound like a hippie.
You fucking do.
It's like, but you get the vibe. The vibe is like contagious. So it's like.
Do you like people like that are like high energy and kind of bubbly?
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of rubs off on you, because I feel like you're not monotone, but I feel like you're very like.
I'm
low,
an introvert, dude. Like I'm the biggest introvert.
Yeah.
People don't know, but I'm like a big introvert.
See, I'm a loud introvert.
See, he's like.
I prefer to be alone, but I do well in social situations.
Yeah, yeah. Whereas I can do fine in social situations, but it's just like. I'm not the one to be like, dude, there's a party, let's go.
Yeah, I don't.
All these people and say what's up to 12 different people and.
Yeah, I hate events just in general. The only exception is like a Brian Cox thing that I bought. Now that's an event that I would definitely be. I said
to him, we're gonna stand out like sore thumbs at this thing because we're all gonna be like uni people and and here we are as skateboarders. Just like
we're not gonna go in there grinding down the rail like whoa, dude. Our hands are just like stuck like this the whole time.
They're gonna look at us and they're gonna think we're sitting in the back, but really we're sitting in the front.
They're
gonna look
at
us like they're gonna be like, oh, wonder what they do. They must sell.
Then you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna see us and they're gonna be like, definitely influencers. That's the only way that they got those seats. What is your top 3 favorite things?
Good food, like food that's like it tastes good. And it sits in your body well, and you feel good after eating it.
So not just tastes good, but leaves you fine
afterwards. Healthy foods, which was quite the contrary, because he took me to a Mexican joint, and the food wasn't that great.
Holy moly, it's delicious! And
Don't drop the name; people are gonna know.
He's vegan, so he didn't get good food. I got vegetarian food, and it was delicious.
Good food. Dude, I really like sleeping. Like a good night's sleep is the shit, man. Sunsets at the beach. He doesn't
swear
want
to God.
He doesn't want to do.
Are we on a date right now? Like,
dude, we should go
sunsets
get the sunset,
and sleeping and just being motivated and vibrations. You are,
dude. You don't. I had a
Visco girl.
Dude, what's that? That's VSCO thing.
Yeah, that's you.
Dude, a lot of people don't know.
He's like, "What's that?" And then spells exactly what I said.
I had a crazy spiritual journey years back, and I would ride my fixed gear bike up into the woods, as you guys would call them, and I would have to carry the bike, hike this down to this river, and I would get down to my boxes, and I would just sit on a rock in the sun. I would meditate for like an hour, and then I'd just sit in the woods and just like enjoy being in nature every day for like months. And I didn't skate at all. But then I was like, dude, I gotta like come back to reality. It was rad, dude. It was like the best shit.
He still does this. He like sunbathes.
Yeah, but you should come to see the sunset, dude. Trust me. You're missing out, man.
I see the sunrise, and I can,
Do you really see the sunrise?
I've
you get
seen
up
it
that early.
I've been up that early before.
Yeah, but not that because of work or something. This is like you go to the beach. Maybe we'll bring the boards, do some slappies, and then Rosie's dog beach. The sun will go down.
I can say I've definitely never gone out of my way to see a sunrise or a sunset. I've seen them, but I've never been like, I'm going to see this.
That's what I dig. Just shows you the world is big, and it's not just what you think is your world, your realm. It's like there's a bigger.
You
horizon.
think that's big? Wait till we see fucking Brian Cox. It shows you how small the
He's
universe
talking about
actually
black holes and different levels of reality and all this crazy interstellar shit.
Yeah, that's just
my head's gonna be fucking blown.
All right, so time to finish the review. 3 out of 9.
3 out of 9.